Alright, Shalom, Malcolm. This is Brother Mashaba coming back at you with another listen. First, before I get into it, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakudash. Second thing I want to do is give the honor to all the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and citations to all you brothers that are pushing this truth with both sincerity and with charity. Alright, so what I'm going to get into is basically, one of the parts of becoming a new creature in this truth and, mentally letting go of this planet, of this temporal evil world, okay? Because everything here is, as I said, temporary, all right? And for the most part, folly, okay? But we looking for a new kingdom and a new earth to be made, man. First Corinthians chapter 7 verse 31, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So yeah, and abusing this world is talking about fully, diving into the folliness of this world, because we all on this planet, we all in the flesh, so we all gonna have to use things that comes with being in the flesh and being in Babylon and in this a temporal evil world. But it's a difference from when you just fully using it to its full wickedness. Okay, it's a difference between motherfucking using ChatGPT to solve a couple math problems versus using it to solve all your math problems. Okay, so fully using the fatness of the folly of this world. Okay, you are abusing it, and you using it more as a nigga in the world, rather than you using it, maybe because you might have to, and it's needed in the moment. All right, not saying do something that's going off. Okay, because if it's going off, then you just can't do it. But you know what I mean. All right. But yeah, man. This is 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be in Yahweh Mashaba-GmsChicago, he is a new creature. All things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. So yeah, once we come in this thing, all right, we got to forget about the things that are in this world, because as that scripture said, all right, these things are going to pass away, man. When the Lord comes back and renews this place, these folly things are gonna vanish. All right, they're not gonna any longer be here. Okay, so we gotta we have to mentally change as men of the Lord, and men in general, and discipline ourselves and mold our mind to get in that mindset state of being locked in for the kingdom. Okay, not turning back before you end up like Lot's wife. Not the Lord may literally turn you into a pillar of salt, but he gonna deal with you. All right, because you want to look back and think upon the so-called good times that all the world had. All right, and this and that. The Lord, he gave you some good times. All right, in the lake of fire. Okay, so we got to lay up our treasures in heaven, we gotta sculpt our heart, which is, our mind. Okay, we gotta harden our heart to this world. Okay. This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. All right, so don't put your trust in this world, man. You put your trust in this world is thinking that, you gonna have kids, you know, 2, 3, 4 generations ahead of you on this planet, and be happy with that. All right. If I hear that I'm having children, several generations ahead of me, one, I'll be like, how has this planet even survived? That much, that for that amount of time, and I'd be absolutely horrified. Cause if imagine the children around us now, the people around us now, how bad they act. Imagine generations from now. I'd be sick to my stomach. Alright? The damn boy, several generations ahead of me probably talking about he's some gender fluid dinosaur, and the damn girl would be bringing in 20 bodies a day. Okay? And saying she's independent. Alright, so that's, we not trying to think ahead for future in this planet. Not saying don't be wise with your future. Alright, definitely don't take it that way. But, we not thinking of our future in this world as a American dream type of thing, man. Alright? This is verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust does corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For your treasure is there where your heart be also. So yeah. And as I said, heart also means mind. Alright? It goes into the Hebrew word lab. Alright, so you can also read it as, for your treasure is there where your mind be also. So is your treasure with the Lord, or in this temporal evil world? Is your mind on the Lord or this temporal evil world? That's how you got to think of that scripture too. Okay? Because it literally means both things. Is your heart and mind in this place? Is it, is it on the right thing? All right? It's Ephesians 4:22, that ye put off concerning the former lust, the former conversation of the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. And that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. So yeah. Alright, so put off that old nigga that thought they was gonna live here, till 80 and be all happy jolly with their grandchildren and shit. Alright, and that wanted to smoke blunts every day, commit adultery, and be the next rapper or NFL star or some shit. Alright? Cut off that man that wanted to be wicked. That's the point of what I'm saying. Alright? So, yeah, man. But I hope this lesson was edifying. But with that, I'm going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kagudash. Second thing I'm going to do is give the honor to all the elders and apostles of the millstone. And salutations to all your brothers that are pushing this truth with both sincerity and with charity. Shalom, welcome, Yasharallah, wa ababah.